Tariq, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. Big changes. Will it make a difference? So the bottom line is this going to make a difference?
Well, we'll find out. And I'm eager to find out this obviously next game because it's the Jet game, because this is going to be interesting. I think it will. I think the Bills will put up a lot more points. You know, W was talking about this before, and hopefully he gets better soon. The fact that Josh Allen hasn't been allowed to be Josh Allen. Then I saw that Denver game, and I saw all those turnovers. Now, they're not all his fault. A couple of those were fumbles and situations like that. But they don't seem to be in sync at all. No Diggs, no nothing. I was concerned about this for weeks, and I tried to warn Duffy a bit about it. But look for that offense to be high potent and going, even against this Jets defense, who have had their number the last couple of years. So I'm looking forward to this Jets-Bills game.
So, Bobby, two things. They're a handful of plays away from being 8-2.
Yeah,
for goodness sake.
But here's the thing. Think about the teams that are winning when they shouldn't. Kansas City's won some games when they shouldn't have won. Pittsburgh's definitely winning games that they shouldn't win. They're being outgained and outgained every game and winning
I see your
games.
point. I know where you're headed. So what's the difference between Buffalo and those teams?
Well, I have to tell you, I think it's leadership. I've talked about this almost every time I've come on this show and talked about when Josh Allen comes out of the tunnel, I can tell as a quarterback and as a football fan how the game is going to progress. And the fact that he stays on the bench during the entire game after he comes off the field, we need more leadership from that quarterback. We need more leadership. It's the team they need him. They need the rally cry of Josh Allen. They need Josh Allen to be on the sidelines. They need his support. I'm not seeing it. Everybody's hanging their heads and they're following the leader.
Let me give you one more thing. It's my contention that when we get around to picking the games, I'm going to fall on the Buffalo side, giving 6.5 to the Jets, because I think a change in the room is real. Is it? You've been in those locker room situations when there's been a change, almost for change's sake. Does it make a difference?
Well, there's two ways this can go. Number one is, holy cow, we're throwing in the towel, right? We're going to revamp the whole system. Yeah. Or number two, this is what we needed. We're going to rally and motivate behind this. So one of two things could happen. But I really don't think it's about this Jets game. I think it's about the rest of the season for Buffalo. It's the games that are coming after this Jets game.
Yeah, but it's like they can afford to look past a game, right? The way they've been playing.
But I think about making a point about leadership. Remember, Stephon Diggs was trying to do that, fire up, get guys going. I think it needs to come from Allen. And what he does is that he'll do a play or he'll commit a play on the field that gets the entire building moving. I think to Bob's point, there's got to be something that's got to come up before that play, before that moment comes, because you know how football goes. Nobody knows how the game's going to go out. Nobody knows how it's going to go. There's got to be a tone set early. Their first plays work great. After that, they go into the doldrums. There's no firing. There's no spark. And then he's looking up, like looking at the plays like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if this is Josh needs to be Josh. We need a different voice in the room, or the leadership thing that we were just talking about.
You know, to that point, you brought Diggs up. I thought the worst thing that I saw this week was Diggs' younger brother saying, man, you got to get out of there. That's the last thing they need.
Well, you know, that's something you really want to say in this particular moment. But they need Diggs. But the other concern here is that they've been trying to give the ball to Gabe Davis, dropped a couple of different passes. There's a lot of talent on this offense. We saw it during the preseason. I just don't understand why this isn't working. So I have to believe it's the offensive coordinator, and we'll see more of a fiery Bills offense this upcoming Sunday.
Last word, does this make them better?
I think they're becoming far too predictable on the offensive side of the ball, throwing when they need to and running when they don't have to. They're becoming very predictable. The thing about the Bills, too, this is my last point, is there are teams in the league that play not to lose as opposed to playing to win. Those championship teams, like the Eagles, like the Chiefs, like the Bears now, I'm sorry, the Lions now, they're playing to win the game as opposed to playing to not lose. And that's how Buffalo's playing right now.
I've been concerned about this. The Bills have been playing down to their opponents. They did it against Denver. They should have beat them thoroughly in that game on Monday night, but stayed around, kept around, and then hopefully they come out with the magic rabbit at the end of the game. They weren't able to do that, and it cost them that game. I'm really concerned about them playing down to the competition, and then when they play a team that is right at their level and know that they can beat, they can't get there. They've got to turn around in the second half.